I've got a secret for you guys. It's still possible to find insane looking Pokemon cards for under $10. Now, I know there's so much talk about scalping and insane prices, and there are a lot of cards that are absolutely ridiculously priced. But today I'm going to show you 20 cards under $10 from Scarlet and Violet that you absolutely should add to your personal collection. And every collector needs to buy the #1 card I saved in this video, because I really think it could be the successor to the infamous Lovebirds card. Let's get it. We're kicking this video off with one of my favorite cards from Obsidian Flames, the Palafin IR. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've known about this card for a really long time, and I've always just assumed it's a really expensive card, but it's so cheap. Like, every collector should have this card in their collection. It's really unique. There aren't a lot of cool Palafin cards. It's just one of those cards that really catches the eye that not a lot of collectors know about, so when you have it in your personal collection, it's gonna draw some attention. And I know there's a lot of collectors that are into collecting obscure Pokemon. This Vanillish card from Paradox Rift is a great pickup for any collector. To me, it's got like an Animal Crossing art style, and it's super vibrant. I love cards that set scenes like this. You're at an ice cream shop. I think it's a really inexpensive card that adds a lot to anyone's personal collection. Now, I've talked about gold cards in Scarlet and Violet before, but base set Scarlet and Violet, you've got the Miraidon EX Hyper Rare Gold card, and it's under $10. Honestly, any popular Pokemon that has a gold variant for under $10, I think is an absolute must pick up. Gold cards are hard to pull. They're very rare, and it's only a matter of time before collectors try to master the set and need these rarer cards. Plus, it's the most popular game exclusive legendary, so I just see it growing in value. And even if it doesn't, for under $10, adding a good looking gold card to your personal collection makes a lot of sense to me. Now, any card that features a popular Pokemon and a popular trainer is a great card to add to your collection. Team Rocket's Weezing from Destined Rivals is an awesome choice to do this. Not only is it a popular Pokemon, it's also a Team Rocket card, and the art style is very unique. It's like a dimly lit alley. Those dark blues contrast the purple Weezing really well. I really like this card. And right behind it from Journey Together, we've got Brock Scouting. For almost the same reason, Brock is an iconic Pokemon character. This card's $3. And if you've been paying attention to Pokemon trends or anything, you've seen what's happened to the Misty cards, Jesse and James cards, anything from the early anime, collectors eat up. I don't really know why this card's being slept on so much, but I guarantee over time, more collectors are going to stumble upon it. There's going to be a higher demand for it. Another card from Destined Rivals that I think's really slept on is Team Rocket's Moltres. Now, one of the top chases from the set is the SIR variant of this card. For $6, you can get a really good looking Moltres, and the way they did these cards with the trainer in the background, I think it's really unique, and I think over time, this type of card is going to be really sought after, because I don't really see them going back to doing something like this again. For all my Gen 1ers out there, guilty as charged. Surging Sparks had one of the best execute cards I've ever seen. It split up the egg stack. We're all lounging on a tennis court or basketball court. It's a great scene. Each one shows a little bit of its own personality. You really don't get this from execute cards. I can't think of another one that shows them split up like this in a scene. And we've got to talk about trainers a little bit here. From Black Bolt, I put Fennel as number 13. And I did this because there are so many people that collect full art trainers. Now, this one's under $2. That's why I put this one on the list specifically. This checks a lot of boxes for trainer collectors. So again, I think it's one of those cards that a lot of people are going to go after over time as it becomes more rare. Every single one of these lists, we've got to add a Pokemon that I struggle to pronounce. So correct me in the comments, but at number 12, we're going with Sigalith. Super vibrant, a lot of pinks, some greens in there, very attention grabbing. For under $10, you can add this to your collection, and I guarantee when people are flipping through your binder and they see this, it's going to catch their eye. I love adding cards like this to my personal collection that not a lot of people know about, that looks really good. So when they stumble upon it, it's almost like a light bulb appears above their head and they're like, I didn't even know this card existed. That's like one of my favorite things to do in my personal collection, because there's so many cards like that. And speaking of that, Team Rocket Spidops does exactly that. Show me another card that does this lime green and black color scheme and does it as well as this card does. I can't think of another one. An insane card to add to your collection. There's not really another card like it. I love this card. We're in our top 10 here, and we're going with Twilight Masquerade's Diplin IR. I chose this for number 10 for a couple reasons. I think Diplin's a slept on Pokemon in general. It's a really unique Pokemon that I really love the theming behind. The art style, super vibrant. It sets a scene. There's a trainer in the image. There's a lot going on in the card. And for under $10, I think it's a great pickup. Now, we talked about Scarlet and Violet gold cards a little bit, but we needed to add the hyper rare Shinpao to the list. The most popular legendary from Scarlet and Violet, the hyper rare gold variant for under $7. To me, that's insane. And right behind that, we have the most popular trainer from Scarlet and Violet, Iono's Kilowattrel's under $5. Now, I know there's a lot of Iono cards cards, and the more popular one's Iono's Bellable. But from Journey Together for under $5, you can get this excellent looking card. It's super vibrant. It has a really unique art style that you don't see a lot. It features Iono. I think it's a great card. Talking about popular sleeper Pokemon, I love this Skarmory from Surging Sparks. I don't think it's going to be under $10 for much longer, honestly, because Skarmory is a really popular Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon with a cult following, mainly because it was really strong in the early Pokemon games. And I think this is the best Skarmory that Pokemon's ever printed. We're in the top 5 now, and let's talk about Archaludon from Stellar Crown. Another Pokemon card that sets a great scene. The artwork's really fun. It's another one that's almost Animal Crossing-y, and Archaludon's one of the strongest Pokemon in the current Pokemon games. If you've been playing Pokemon Champions at all, you know if you go up against one of these guys, you're in trouble. So I think because of that, it's going to gain more and more popularity, and it's going to be a card that grows in value a lot. Another really cool one from Surging Sparks, the Van Gogh style Braviary. This is a really unique card, and I know Braviary is not a super popular Pokemon. That's probably why this card isn't very expensive. But again, I think it's a really eye-catching card, and I think it looks great in any binder. You can't beat the price under $5. Scarlet and Violet base set did something that I've never seen a Pokemon set do before, and they did that with this Lord of the Rings style King Gambit. A really good Pokemon, another one that's really strong in the games. They gave him an army, and it's just a really good looking card. I've never seen another card like this. We've got 2 more left, and we need to talk about one of the most popular Pokemon in the TCG right now with a massive fan base, and there's a hyper rare gold variant of it that's under $10, and that's Garchomp EX from Paradox Rift. I think this card slept on because people didn't really open Paradox Rift very much. It was one of the lowest rated sets in all of Scarlet and Violet, so because of that, I think a lot of collectors just don't know about this gold card. It's a Terraform Garchomp, which is rare in itself, and it's a gold variant, and it's sitting under $5 right now. It's an awesome pickup, especially if you're a Garchomp fan. It's a great one to add to your collection without spending a ton of money. And now we come to number 1. Now I really hemmed and hawed here at number 1 because there are just so many beautiful cards in this list. But I chose this number 1 card purely because I think no one knows about it. And to be honest, I didn't even know about this card until I started researching for this video. It's under $10. It's one of the most vibrant cards I've ever seen. It's a legendary Pokemon that no one talks about, and it's got a really similar vibe as the Lovebirds from Team Up, which if you know anything about that card, it's one of the most expensive Pokemon cards you can buy. And I'm talking about the Enamorus from Twilight Masquerade. This is an awesome card. I can't think of another card like this. It's so unique. It's got Valentine's Day vibes. There's hearts all over it. It kind of reminds me of like Powerpuff Girls. I don't know why. Guys, let me know your thoughts. What cards are you picking up from this video, and what cards would you add to the list that I missed? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.